fourth commandment is remember thy traffic and keep it targeted. The missing ingredient in a lot of businesses, both online and offline, is traffic. You can have the best business in the world, but if it's not on a main strip or drag where people are walking down, then you won't be as successful as possibly you could if people knew about it. The same thing is true online. If you're not turning up in the search engines, if you're not turning up where people are actually searching for your product or service or their problem statement, then potentially that missing ingredient can cause the failure of your business. We want highly targeted traffic, so we want people who are interested in our product or service and are preferably predisposed to buy. So not all traffic is created equal, and that's why we want to bid on or be optimized for keywords which directly hit on the problem statement of our prospect or directly are related to our product or service that we are offering. There's many different ways to get traffic to your website, and from my experience over the last year, it's definitely speaking from your feet, or so as a platform closer or platform speaker is definitely the best way, or person to person as far as conversion goes. But that isn't an option that's really open to everyone. Speaking from your feet can be hard to get going with, get exposure if you're not considered as an expert in your area, or if you're not connected well with people who are putting on gigs. And also person to person can be inefficient. It's great for conversion, but you need to get more leverage than that. So that's why we need to look at what are different techniques or strategies that we can apply online so that we can really turn this thing on like a tap. So your main online traffic options, these are the big hitters, and obviously there's a lot more. Pay-per-click, this is a great place to start because it's instant. You can turn it on when you want, you can turn it off when you want, and you can optimize it for any particular keywords that you want or need. And so it really does give you the option to test fast. Organic SEO or search engine optimization traditionally has been a lot slower to get ranked for. It's now getting quicker with a lot of different Web 2.0 strategies, but again, it's a bit more hit and miss than pay-per-click, and from my experience, it doesn't convert as well either. Web 2.0 is basically just the change in technologies that's come around in the last 3 or 4 years, and some of these Web 2.0 directories and sites out there are enormous, huge search engines in their own rights. So getting ranking or being found in these big Web 2.0 sites is of enormous benefit to your business as well. And articles and press releases also very powerful strategy, whether it's submitting articles to article directories or press releases to online services such as PR Web to get inbound links to your website, as well as search engine rankings from inbound links. So if we look at pay-per-click to start with, as I said, it's a great place to start because you can turn it on and off like a tap. Most people, when they think of pay-per-click, they think of Google AdWords because it's the most common and it really is the best. I believe that it's the most perfect advertising mechanism ever developed in the history of man. And that's a big statement, but the reason why I say this is because it's so pure. When someone is searching for their problem statement or what they're after, your ad with those exact keywords turns up on the front page of Google at that exact point of time. You only pay for your ad if someone clicks on it, and then it takes them through to a page which is directly relevant to what they searched for. So never before in the history of mankind has such an opportunity been available. Often from my consulting clients and what I do for my own businesses, I start with Google AdWords campaign. I get that developed and settled down over a period of time, whether it's a month or whatever, and then from there I set up the exact same campaign in Yahoo Search Marketing and also Microsoft Ad Center. You can do that manually, or once you get to be a big enough player, you can just get an account manager at those places and they'll gladly port your campaigns across for you. Very cheap and easy way to go, and it'll give you like another 15% traffic for not doing very much at all. It's a great strategy. The other main way of being listed in the search engines is organically. So organic, I've heard different people say different things. Some people say it converts better than pay-per-click, but from my testing, I haven't found that to be the case. It does have a huge advantage in that it is free, so that's fantastic. But it's also harder to rank for all the keywords in your category. You might find that you rank really well for like 2 or 3 main keyword phrases, but with pay-per-click in comparison, you can rank really well for like your top 20 or 30 type keyword phrases. Previously, I guess it's always taken a long time, as in, think nothing of it, to get ranked over 6 months organically in the search engines. And what the search engines are looking for is, relevant pages with a high page rank and lots of inbound links and all that sort of stuff. But the playing field really has changed. If you want to get your website ranked organically now, it's more about manipulating these Web 2.0 sites, which the search engines spider, or just think of it as index, constantly. So you basically set up links to your new website, and then basically ping the search engines to say that, hey, I've done a link from these Web 2.0 instances, and the search engines will find you a lot quicker. And there's a whole bunch of strategies here in the Web 2.0 space that allow inbound links and different ways for people to find you. Web 2.0 really allows for a lot of user-generated content, participation and collaboration using web apps. So in the last 3 years, there's been a major shift online, where previously content was just was publisher generated. So like a company would put up a web page, and there was no real way to interact with them as such. That has all changed, and there's pretty much no going back from here. Web 2.0 isn't like an application; it's a whole series or a framework of different strategies and technologies. Common Web 2.0 strategies for traffic include video, and that certainly is the big hitter at the moment, using services like TubeMogul and Traffic Geyser, and posting your video content to multiple web instances such as video directories, and also a lot of these social media sites. You can really get top 10 rankings for your site really well, and a truckload of traffic associated with that. Blogging, I think most people are familiar with blogging. A blog is just a weblog, so where basically you can give your business a profile and state your thoughts on the industry and what's going on, that sort of thing. Podcasting is really like a blog, but it's an audio or video version. The most common version is audio, and it's effectively, just think of it as your own internet radio show. People can click subscribe and automatically keep receiving content from you. It really is a powerful strategy as well, because it's your message in their pocket. So if you put out an internet radio show, a podcast on your niche, and someone subscribes to it, it goes down to iTunes on their PC, then syncs with their iPod, and then they take it with them wherever they go. So it's your marketing message in their pocket. Really, really clever. Social marketing is just a broad term which describes a whole bunch of things online. Blog commenting, which is about going to highly popular and large traffic blogs and leaving comments of value that siphon traffic off over to your site. And tagging, which is about effectively categorizing and sorting things that you think are of value, and that others can come along and see what pages and sites you're launching. That's just like a 2-minute version of traffic, and obviously we need to go into